The reality is today that the middle class of this country is shrinking rapidly. Poverty is increasing. Over the last 7 years, 6 million more Americans have entered the ranks of the poor, and the gap between the very, very rich and everybody else has not only grown wider, but it is wider than in any other country in the industrialized world, with the top 0.1% earning more income than the bottom 50%, and the top 1% owning more wealth than the bottom 90%. And what we have seen, and this is even before the disaster on Wall Street caused by the greed and recklessness and probably illegal behavior of a handful of Wall Street titans, even before that, what we have seen is a situation in which the wealthiest people in this country never had it so good, while the vast majority of the people suffered, as Senator Harkin indicated, a significant decline in their standard of living. What we are combating today on Wall Street and so many other sectors of our society is a culture of greed. And what some people give you all kinds of reasons why they're opposed to this legislation. In my view, the real reason is that big business does not want to make sure that workers earn a decent wage. That's the bottom line. What we have seen for the last 8 years is the CEOs get huge bonuses, workers get thrown out of their jobs go to China, and they've got nothing to say about it. What we have seen is CEOs do phenomenally well, workers lose their health care, their pensions are ripped away from them, and they have no power to fight back. So the challenge that we face today, especially in the midst of the severe recession that we're in, the challenge that we face is how do we rebuild the middle class? How do we make sure that people do not have to work the longest hours? How many people even know? How many of you know that in the United States today, our people work the longest hours of any people in the industrialized world? We're working longer and longer hours. Our people are stressed out. Husbands barely see their wives because they're both working. This is not what a great country is supposed to be. We could do a little bit better than that. So let me just join with Senator Harkin in saying I strongly support this legislation so we can give working people a fair shot at a decent life. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Senator Sanders.